certain level of respect for anybody that lace him up and step into the ring. Let's start there, right? But Homeboy has shown us he's a formidable opponent. Like, he ain't just get this.
Who you talking about, Frank?
Yeah, he didn't just get this fight.
Yeah, not at all. I'm not mad at that. I just don't think Frank has the experience yet to fight. Because this is his first. They made the point the other day. In 2017, when Tank became world champion,
yes,
Frank hadn't even touched the big stage ring yet. So I think just the experience is what's going to separate them. I'm not saying Frank's a bad fighter. But being in that ring, that real first sold out pay-per-view, New York, the pressure, and you fighting Tank, and this man is 29-0 with 27 knockouts. That's gonna be an uphill fight for Frank. But I'm not saying he can't do it,
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying
it's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be a good ass fight.
Sensitivity sold separately.
Then shit, I ain't got nothing else to do. I guess what I was gonna do, sit in the house and drink wine.
Just out of curiosity, though, for tomorrow, who y'all got winning tomorrow?
This is broke already, or I just broke?
Tomorrow, Tank.
Who y'all got? Tank.
That nigga jumped at him and he flinched out his skin.
Tank.
Did you see that video?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, of course. You know, I watched it live.
That nigga said that nigga jumped at his skin.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Like,
yes.
What you?
At this point, I'm realizing I'm saying the same thing about Tank every time. If you can't take the power of his punch, you're not going to win.
No point.
It's no. If you can't, and every time he's fought these past couple fights, they get hit with that one good shot, and they up after that. They remember who they in the ring game plan change, bro. Every time, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, Frank Martin to me don't got enough experience to be fighting Tank. He's only 18-0 or some shit like that. Tank is 29-0 with 27 knockouts.
Yeah, Tank.
Frank Martin is
even at the face-off though, like you could almost see the difference, like
bro. Just in the
if no
posture,
boxer has power, you can't keep nobody off your ass, so.
Bro. But
that's why Devin Haney.
The problem is Tank is strong and fast.
Yeah, no.
Ring IQ
and he's smart.
1,000.
He's smart too. He's not just like the way he set up Rolly.
That's what I'm saying. His ring IQ is disgusting, bro.
His ring IQ is really
it's really disgusting, bro.
The way he set up Rolly, he set Rolly up for sure.
Yeah, I definitely got Tank.
Bad.
Like, I got Tank.
Yeah, I got Tank
easily.
For sure.
I got Tank, but I'm a better. So depending on the odds, I might throw something on Frank.
This nigga mess with the mic every week.
I bet. I gamble.
Look.
It just sounds bad.
He says that as he's messing with his. Look at his hand.
Nah, I was just holding.
Look at his hand. No. Shut the fuck up. Look at his fucking hand.
Yes, I was,
bro.
But I wasn't
doing this shit.
You don't
like you playing the flute?
But on my microphone you don't hear
Andre
it.
3K?
We do.
Wale?
No, because I hear these back. On my microphone you don't hear it. When you move this 3K. Back and forth, which that's the only thing I was saying. When I was just moving this way.
On your other mic, we can hear you.
I was moving it this way. Now,
but the problem be this, right? It'll start here, and as the show goes,
moving now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'll have to readjust it. Like no matter how tight I tighten it, it still keeps. So it ain't my fault.
So you got everybody got Tank?
Yeah. Nope, I got Tank losing.
I mean, on the better in me feels like Tank might lose only because Frank Martin ain't no slouch. For real. Frank Martin is dope. He got good defense. He has power for himself. And we ain't never seen, besides Pitbull Cruz, we ain't see Tank really in no turmoil like that. And,
but that's what.
And when he got a chance to fight Pitbull Cruz again, he said, hell no.
He's smart. But I'm not going to lie. That's what, I don't know if you heard what Coach Calvin said at the press conference.
And they both short.
He want Frank to do that. He pushed this nigga buttons, bro. Get him tight. He's like,
no, not about pushing buttons. He didn't want to fight. Tank didn't want to fight Pitbull again because that shit was.
You know, I'm saying like you said we ain't seen him really in the ring with nobody
besides
like
Pitbull.
That's what I'm saying. And Coach is telling Frank, bring it out of him this fight. Like I want to see that again.
Well, he said that every fight too. He wants
but
somebody to
again,
test him.
He do.
Which was
niggas
crazy.
Can't fuck with this nigga Tank.
He got tested and didn't want to fight. Take that test again. Pitbull tested him.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though, because you brought up Rolly. I think Rolly had that fight. You watched them first couple rounds. Rolly was giving Tank the work, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah.
If you watched them first 3 or 4 rounds, bro, Rolly was getting it in, bro. He was actually up on the scoreboard. If you go back and watch it, he was up on the scoreboard.
He wasn't really doing nothing though.
He wasn't, but he was landing a lot more effective punches. He wasn't doing nothing crazy, but he was catching some shit. But if you go back and watch them first like 4 or 5 rounds, he was doing something, and then Tank caught him with that stupid shit.
I mean, he set him up for it.
And B, you said you got him losing?
Yeah.
Can I know what?
As a contrarian or just because you got him losing?
As a contrarian.
Oh, okay. I have him.
It sounded.
Let's pretend we have viewers who don't know what contrarian means. What is?
Just to go against the grain, we in a room
That
full
was
of everybody. And I'm with Fu. Like, first, I have a certain level of respect for anybody that lace him up and step into the ring. Let's start there, right? But Homeboy has shown us he's a formidable opponent. Like, he ain't just get this.
Who we talking about, Frank?
Yeah, he didn't just get this fight.
Yeah, not at all. I'm not mad at that. I just don't think Frank has the experience yet to fight, because this is his first. They made the point the other day in 2017 when Tank became world champion.
Yes.
Frank hadn't even touched the big stage ring yet. So I think just the experience is what's going to separate them. I'm not saying Frank's a bad fighter, but being in that ring, that real first sold out pay-per-view, New York, the pressure, and you fighting Tank, and this man is 29-0 with 27 knockouts. That's going to be an uphill fight for Frank. But I'm not saying he can't do it.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying
it's going to be a good fight.
It's going to be a good-ass fight.
And it might not be a good fight.
Right. Because I said that a couple times about a few fights, and
it might not
really live up to...
Hopefully it's a good fight. Hopefully it's a good fight. Somebody stream it so I can...
Because let's be clear, this is not UFC.
Yeah,
right.
UFC is going to be a good fight.
And regardless.
Unless it's that, what was that, the 7-second knockout where the nigga ran across him with the knee shit? That was, but that's entertaining.
Because the amount of times that happened, like the Conor McGregor,
the 13
Jose
seconds,
Aldo shit.
MVP.
Like that shit is so rare.
But it's still exciting. Yeah. If a nigga jump from 7 feet and hit you with a knee in your forehead,
oh my God. That's what shit you only see in movies, The Matrix or some shit.
Bro, he jumps.
MVP do shit like that.
If a nigga jump from 7 feet away
and catch you with
still in the air enough to hit you in your forehead with
momentum.
his knee?
With momentum. Yeah.
That's Umba.
Yeah.
No.
Facts.
I'm pressing charges. I want to make sure that there's nothing in my contract that's I can't press charges. What?
Because you are going to jail.
No.
Tonight.
I promise you. What's the Kanye shit? Guess who's going to jail tonight? You, sir.
That's my
you going to jail. You flew 7 feet and your knee was still 5 feet in the air.
Crazy.
And you knocked me out. That's
where you need to be.
And knocked him out.
You should be in Afghanistan fighting the war. You shouldn't
Like
be
Captain
in
America.
Yeah, you shouldn't be here. What the fuck you doing
UFC
here?
got a card too?
Who?
Is UFC got a card?
They got a card every week.
Yeah.
When don't they got a card? If they don't,
I'm cleaning up this week.
If
They absolutely do.
If they don't have a UFC card,
They do.
They
I
got
think Conor McGregor was supposed to fight. His fight got pushed.
They got a Power Slap card. Y'all don't be watching Power Slap?
No, but they do
Yes,
have.
I do.
They do have a UFC
Yes,
card.
I do watch Power Slap.
There absolutely is a
I like
UFC
watching
fight
women
night
power
tomorrow.
See, it's up this weekend.
But you know why UFC can do that too? Because the UFC fans aren't boxing fans. So they can have it on the same night as a big ass boxing night, and it won't even affect it.
No, it won't.
Now let's be clear.
Because they don't really intersect like that.
You say they don't, and they may not as much now, but UFC had to convert a lot of boxing fans over because ultimately you're a fight fan, right?
Yeah. Right.
So they had to convert. So I think to prove a point, 95% of the time there's a big boxing event.
There's a UFC.
He's gonna put a UFC just so he can show that his numbers stand up with them every time.
See, but I
like
think
he do it on purpose for the stats.
Where the UFC is today, because I agree with you, he had to convert them over. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you're a fight fan, you're a fight fan, and that was at the downfall of boxing. Like that was when boxing wasn't as big. Today, you got the kids growing up only knowing UFC really because they're not into boxing. Like there's no
boxing.
There's no Floyd. Like there's nobody who's out there. There's no personality.
Tank
of course,
is just now getting there.
We know Tank, but you got to be into boxing to really
know.
But let's be clear, we kind of know Tank because of Floyd.
Right?
We knew Adrian Bronner because of Floyd.
So if you're in boxing, like right now, we don't know of you if like. Again, Floyd, everybody knew Floyd. Whether you were in boxing or not, you knew the little short, bald head nigga that had all the money. Like, everybody knew him. But if you're not into boxing, like, Tank might walk by you and you just be like, oh, that's a nigga with nice jewelry.
Right.
And a bunch of tattoos.
Right.
Yeah,
Might have seen him before. He looked familiar, but...
He looked like the nigga I seen on ESPN that one time.
Right.
But you're not going to really say, oh, that's Tank Davis necessarily unless you're into
boxing.
sports.
But I feel the same way about UFC. Like, you would not know a
I don't know
UFC
them
fighter.
niggas.
Yeah.
Conor
Except
McGregor.
Except Conor.
If you see Conor, you know Conor. Outside of that, unless
He be in the building.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.